Okay, 10:01. Apologies, I'm late. Good morning. This is Matt Hawkes, the open water swimming coach, coming to you live from Leigh-on-Sea. Welcome. I say good morning. Lunchtime, it could be the afternoon, it could be the middle of the night where you're tuning in from. So wherever that may be across the globe, then welcome and thank you for joining me and thank you for your support. Okay, first things first, I just need to just get a bit of a safety message across. Where I swim from locally is on the Thames Estuary, okay, so that's on the way out from London towards the North Sea, and that's where I do all my swimming. So I know wherever you guys are tuning in from, globally, around the UK, everyone has different restrictions and different authorities controlling what they do at the moment and advising accordingly. So I'm just talking about what I'm doing here at the moment. So I've just got a quick word to say on what our local authorities are saying. So I will read this through so I don't get this wrong, so bear with me. So basically, as of this week, as of last Wednesday, the Portwell London Authority, the Met Police and Kent Police agreed that the Thames is now suitable for undertaking recreational activity in line with up-to-date government guidance. However, they do stress that while emergency services are still available to assist in the case of an accident, there is considerably less river traffic. And as a result, should someone come into difficulty, it is unlikely they will be seen or rescued by a passing vessel. Okay, so people considering recreational river use are reminded that drowning more accidental fatalities in the UK than fire deaths in the home or cycling deaths on the road. I do know that the RNLI and Coast Guard continue to be under pressure, as are all other emergency services at this time. And I know it takes 4 crew members to save 1 person, so that puts a lot of lives at risk, okay? So you may well be a competent swimmer, however, your actions may encourage the less experienced to swim. So, yeah, that's that. Okay, so swimming can be done really, really safely. And with that comes a great deal of enjoyment. I've been swimming down in here for since 2014, 2013, so the last 6 or 7 years. And it's a wonderful sport that crosses many boundaries. Socially, economically, it brings a lot of people together, and it can be a lot of fun. However, if it's not done safely, it can also be a very, very dangerous sport as well. The sea can be very unforgiving. So I'm here to talk about a few safety issues and some exciting stuff as well about swimming in the sea or wherever it is, in your river, in your lake, in your your estuary, wherever it is you're swimming across the world. But yeah, it has to be done safely. Basically, number one thing at the moment, it's May out there, just into May. So the sea at the moment is still super cold, okay? Really cold. It's not August, and the sun is shining at the moment. I'm looking at my window now and I can see the sea. It looks beautiful, it looks amazing. However, you know, being in there is really cold. So we have to be aware of something called cold water shock whenever we're entering the water, especially this time of year. It's obviously warmer than it was in January or December, but it is really super cold. So basically, cold water shock is the skin's reaction to a rapid change in temperature, and cause a reaction. Basically, number one, it could increase your blood pressure. Number two, it increases your breathing, makes your breathing more rapid. And number three, it can cause an involuntary intake of breath. All fine, all those things are fine, but if you're standing on dry land, however, if you're immersed in sub 10 degree water, that can be quite fatal. So your blood pressure's rising, your involuntary breath, and your breathing's out of control. That involuntary breath, if you have your kind of head underwater when that happens, you will take a lungful of ice cold water on and will more than likely drown before someone can get you to shore. Really, really dangerous cold water shock, and is fatal. So, number one, entering the water really safely, okay? I say to all the swimmers that swim in the team, you know, we get in the same way each and every time. We are rhythmical, we are methodical, whether it's January or whether it's August. Okay, whether it's blowing absolute hell bomb out there, it's -4 wind chill, or whether it's 27 degrees on a bank holiday weekend in the summer. Always getting the same way. It makes us feel comfortable. We know our routine. Everyone's doing it the same together, so we know that. Whether it's so we get in nice and slowly. We enter the water slowly. Firstly, because we never know what obstacles are in the water. One day there may be no shopping trolley. The next day the shopping trolley is there, and you've gone diving in. Not only have you got to worry about cold water shock, you've got to worry about smashing your head on a trolley or other obstacles that potentially on the bottom. So those first things to think about. Always enter slowly, always enter nicely. Watch your surroundings, watch other people, where are they, what's on the floor, so going nice and slow. Enter basically up to your chest, so you're still standing. So we're back to the cold water shock thing. So it's cold out there, it's below 10 degrees still in some patches. Cold water shock generally happens below 15 degrees, so we've still got many degrees yet till we can, not worry about that sort of thing. Walking, standing up, wait till your breathing comes under control, because it will elevate, it will go up, and it will start to be, it's all about moving through that time, moving through that breath, okay? And that for some people can take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes until your breathing's under control. However, stay with it, okay? Don't go off swimming. Worst thing you can do, like I said, you have that involuntary breath. If that's underwater, you take a lungful of water on and you probably drown, okay? So get your breathing under control, and only when your breathing under control, start moving around. And that can be just like a little simple bit of heads up breaststroke. Just get there nice and rhythmical, nice and controlled, nice and relaxed, even still standing up, even within your own depth. So you feel nice and in control. Once that's passed, once you're there, nice and relaxed, bit of breaststroke, then start slowly working your head under the water. And like I said, this happens, this is the same with all the team, how we work every single day in, day out. Same routine, nice and comfortable. Work your face in, bit of breaststroke, work your chin, your lips, your nose, your eyes, your goggles, then your hat, and then you're away. Then you're doing a nice bit of breaststroke. Checking also that your equipment's in place. If you go rushing out and start ploughing off, you've got to worry about cold water shock also, and my goggles leaking, is my hat wonky. All this controlled, nice and routine. Make sure you're all fixed in. Your hat's in place, your goggles are in place. Right, yeah, feel good. Now you can go off and swim. Then if you feel like it, you can get into a bit of your front crawl. Away you go. But you've done that safely, and you do that time and time again, okay? Really important. And then back to shore. Like I said, next thing to worry about is hypothermia. So again, we're in cold water at the moment. It's not warm out there. So a big problem with cold water swimming is hypothermia. And hypothermia basically is your body core temperature dropping. And eventually you'll be unconscious, and eventually you'll die. Okay, so just as important as cold water shock is the threat of hypothermia. Okay, from the moment you enter cold water, your body temperature is dropping and you're fighting against hypothermia. That is a fact, okay? What happens is all your organs, your heart, your liver, your lungs, your kidneys are all being protected by some nice warm blood. So all the warm blood rushes to your core and looks after your core for you for as much as possible. But your body temperature is just dropping still and still, okay? So that leaves your limbs, your arms and your legs exposed. And that's when you start to feel numbness, you start to lose feeling in your arms and legs, because all the cold blood is in your extremities. Okay, like I said, hypothermia starts kicking in as soon as you're moving in the water. So you need to be in there for a minimum amount of time. I know everyone has their limitations. More experienced swimmers, I know myself how long I have in there at a certain amount of temperature for a certain amount of time. I know I have to get myself out, still look after myself, get myself dressed and get myself to a safe place. But for new people, it's just about testing the waters when it comes to cold water. Just spend a couple of minutes in there, 2-3 minutes, not a problem. You're not trying to set records the first time you go for a cold water swim. And I reiterate again, it's cold out there, okay? So just a few minutes, come back out again. You're not wanting to put yourself in any danger. You've got many swims ahead of you. Let's not try and do them all in one go. So the hypothermia thing. So we're in there, we're swimming, a couple of minutes, get yourself out. Now, what generally happens when you exit the cold water is you have this I call it kind of an elation, a moment of kind of, oh, it feels great, you know, the sun might be out, and you know, you get this tingling, and it's kind of like a euphoric moment of exiting the cold water. What that is, so you had all this warm blood, not warm water, always warm blood looking after your core, okay, and all the cold blood in your arms. What happens is, when you come out of the water, all this warm blood goes back to your arms and your legs, okay? So you have this kind of tingling on the surface as the warm blood touches your skin. But however, what's happened is your core has been replaced with your cold blood. So you have something that kicks in called the after drop. So all that cold blood is now in your core. So it's like boom, and it's a real bang. So what happens is, when you're out of the water, there's no messing around. We're not kind of high-fiving and just laying on the beach or whatever it is you may be doing. You need to get yourself dressed before that after drop kicks in, because it is debilitating and it's very, very uncomfortable. And you want to still be able to look after yourself. So get your bits on. So really important that you've got your kit laid out for you on the beach or wherever it is you're coming back from. For me, it's the beach. You know, have all your bits laid out in the order you want to put them on. So you need your towel there ready. You need your, you know, your thermals and whatever it is. Get it all on. Get nice and dry and get dressed. Don't forget your socks, woolly hat, couple of layers. You know, have it all there. A flask. You know, really important. Get a hot drink down you, and then you can go and enjoy some cake. Okay, really important. All part and parcel of cold water swimming and open water swimming. Cake. Basically, that's it. Get minimum time in there, prevent hypothermia, get out, get dressed, get to a nice warm place, okay? Two major things, cold water shock and hypothermia, okay? And two really simple ways of avoiding those disasters. And they can be disasters, and both of them can and have been fatal for people in the past, so really important. Okay, right, other bits and bobs. So just about me as well. So I am a Swim England teacher, so I teach all ages and all abilities in the pool, from small people to big people like me and you tuning in. Nervous swimmers, first time swimmers, heads up breaststrokers. Across the spectrum, I will teach swimming. 99% of my work is on a one-to-one basis, so I'm with you in the pool all the time, working hard and working together. And generally, 99% of those people I take out into the sea as well, okay? So that's anything from competing triathletes to heads up breaststrokers, to ladies looking for some social activity, to men who want to be training for the next Ironman. A whole broad spectrum, that's quite a mouthful. Maybe I need some of my tea to loosen myself up, hang on. That tea is spiced ginger, Chinese spiced ginger, which is a great tea, which I know a couple of the team also enjoy for a post swim hot drink. Anyway, where was I? So about me, yeah. So I'm also an open water coach. So along with the pool swimming, I'm coaching people in the sea to experience it in a safe way, test themselves, you know, and move forward with their swimming, which is great, which is what I love. So, okay, so where are we now? We are talking hypothermia done, and we've done cold water shock. Let's talk about equipment, shall we? Okay, or actually no, let's talk about when we're going swimming, what we shouldn't be doing out there, or what we should be doing, just briefly. So obviously never mix drink and drugs with swimming, ever, obviously, goes without saying. Try and never swim alone, okay, if possible. Always swim with a buddy. It's a great shared experience out there. I know you've got Facebook and Instagram, but it's always great to have someone with you, to look out for each other, you know. Always tell someone where you're going, how long you're going to be for. Give them a call when you're back. People worry, especially out in the sea. I know my mum goes mad that this is my job, and she hates it. She hates it. But it's so yeah. Always give someone a call. Always let them know what's going on. If you see someone in difficulty out there, call 999. Okay, don't go rushing in to help people. That's just going to, you know, that's to be avoided if possible. You put yourself at risk and other people at risk. So call 999. If you are getting in difficulty out there yourself, relax if possible. Raise your hand, alert someone on the shore, and someone will hopefully help. Be visible out there as well, guys. Always be seen. Okay, there's a lot of water traffic other than swimmers on the estuary or wherever it is you're swimming. We've got boats, kayaks, SUPs, jet skiers, a whole works, you know, so be visible. That could be a brightly coloured hat, a bright cosy, or a tow float, and I'll come to those bits of equipment a bit later. Yeah, so no drink or drugs, be visible, tell someone where you're going, and call 999 in an emergency. Okay, obviously, when we're down there as well, social distancing at the moment, still in force, so, you know, 2 metre rule still applies, guys. That's in and out of the water, so really important. Okay, right, let's look at some equipment, shall we? So I was just talking about the visibility thing. So that comes in many forms. That can come in your brightly coloured hat, or it can come in a tow float or tow bag. Brightly coloured hats. Oh, done my hat. Lots of colours. They come in yellows, greens, pinks, blues. I don't have my pink one at the moment. So, but yeah, all different sizes these come in as well. There we go. I'll do that. There we are. For big hair, big hat. These are slightly thermal ones, which I love. They have some bobbles in the side, and I love. I wear 2 hats in the winter because I don't have much covering. I choose to keep it short. So yeah, many different hats. Neoprene hats in the winter, really good. Didn't actually wear mine this year because it didn't get cold enough. But these are. I'll put that on for you. There you go. Under the neck. So it's like a wetsuit for the hat, for the hair. Which is really nice, really comfy, and it all depends on how far you want to take your swimming. I swim personally, and I coach 365 days of the year. There's no day we don't swim, and I have my swimmers doing that with me. I coach in my suit, but for my pleasure, I swim in my cosy and hat and goggles. That's what I love. That's what my passion is. And that's what I encourage all of my swimmers to be doing. There's never a day that we won't go for a swim. There's never a reason not to go for a swim. Big, bold, windy, rainy, sunny. The only reason we won't go for a swim is we've got an electrical storm. No lightning. Funny enough, electricity and water don't mix. A white hat, there you go. Many hats to look at. Visibility still, aren't we? Okay, so dry bag, dry floats, tow floats, all these things will help you be visible in the water and to stop you being knocked off by a jet ski. A friend of mine last year, I swam with Alan last year, missed by a jet ski by about 1 metre, really close to him, and he had a tow float with him as well. So it's, you know, we're only small tiny heads in this wide vast ocean, lake or river, whatever it is, so you need to be looking after yourself. I would never ride my bike without kind of some sort of high vis on me, and the same with my swimming as well. Simple tow float goes around your waist. This is like an ebb, a cabin crew demonstration around my waist, and this floats behind me. Really, really good. Just a simple one. Okay, simple, effective, like under £20. Potentially can save your life. Okay, money well spent. You can get bigger bags. Okay, to put all your stuff in. Okay, I swim with my phone, which goes in my bag, and we do a lot of point-to-point swimming, so you can put your hat, your flip-flops, your trainers, your hoodie, your whatever it is, some snacks, a flask, all in these things. Super watertight. It does up like this. You do it round, and you give it a blow. And again, ties around your waist and bobs behind you. I have the big one. I have the large one, just because I have a lot of stuff. I'm quite high maintenance. So yeah, I have a lot of stuff taken with me. They come in all sorts of shapes and sizes. Ones with little mesh pockets, so you can put gels in there or your drink. And again, it ties around your waist. Some for the kids. They, like I said, all sorts of shapes and sizes that are going to keep you safe out there. They even do a backpack one, which is really ace. This is great. Goes on your shoulder. Put it all in there, and then you can swim with it afterwards. Really, yeah, really good. I never leave home without one, and a really important piece of my kit. So I've lost my hat. There we are. Okay, so we've done hats for visibility. Also, a whistle, really handy. Can click that on your bag. That for attention, really important. You know, again, just an added extra that's, you know, we can't be too careful out there. Like I said earlier, we can't underestimate how the potential hazards of swimming in the sea or wherever it is you're swimming. It is, can potentially be a dangerous sport, but you've got to do it safely. Okay, other equipment. So I talked about winter swimming. Boots, okay, or shoes, socks, whatever you want. These are really great. I wear these all the time for coaching throughout the winter, sometimes in the summer as well. I can be in the sea for like 6-7 hours a day, so I have to be wrapped up. There's not much of me, so I have to kind of improvise. So these are really great pair of boots. These are Vizsla boots, a French brand, really, really great. They've done me a good few winters now. Really recommend them. Really comfortable. Neoprene gloves, again, great. You can get these range anything from £60 down to £20, whatever your budget is, but really handy. Again, it depends on what you want from your swimming, how far you want to take it. Like I said, some of the guys and girls swim with me, we swim throughout the year, so there's never a reason we're not going. Wetsuit. Here's my wetsuit. It is a thermal one. It has a thermal lining, which is great, keeps me warm throughout the winter. Like I said, I spend 7 hours a day in the sea. I need to be wrapped up when I'm coaching. This is a great Blue 70 thermal reaction, this one. Really good suit. I've literally worn this every day for the last probably 5 months. And it's come on and off. And it literally as good as a day it started with me. So a really good piece of kit. Oh, what I found. So winter swimming as well. Obviously when we're getting out, hot water bottle, really handy. Just gives that little warm feeling when you get out. Hot water bottle along with your flask. Always hot drink, really, really good. Like I said, mine's a spiced ginger. Highly recommend that. Hot water bottle though, really handy. And a drink, excuse me. Okay, for more visibility stuff, we have lights, flashing lights. If you are so inclined, we have red and green, really good. They clip on your hat, on your goggles, or they can clip on your tow bag or your tow float as well. So that's really handy, really good. Goggles, really important. I get asked a lot about what goggles I wear and what I recommend and what I use a lot of. So for sea swimming, this isn't pool swimming, we have a lot of glare outside sometimes, so polarized are king. I have been wearing these, not exact pair, I've been wearing Zogg's Predators Originals for the last 6 years, and they, for me, have been absolutely amazing. They don't leak, they're nice and comfortable, I can literally wear them all day. This is my mirrored pair. I have mirrored pair, I have polarized pair, I've got another darker pair, but yeah, my Zogg Predators Originals are an amazing, like I said, last 6 years, and I keep buying them and buying them and buying them. They're a great, great set of goggles, really recommend them. What else we got here? Oh, for wetsuits, going back to their wetsuit. Some people who were wearing wetsuit have suffer with their, a rash around their neck. This is really good stuff. Body Glide, rub around your neck, stops your wetsuit chafing. However, what you will find sometimes, it's not your wetsuit that's doing the problem, it's the way you turn your neck. So just a quick one, we should never be breathing with our neck. Never breathe using our neck. Very painful. I couldn't imagine doing that for any period of time. Massive neck ache. So we always breathe with our shoulders, which is driven by our hips. Hips, shoulders, and our neck moves around as well. So none of this, no. As you guys who I teach, golden rule, breathe with our hips. Hips, shoulders, that. Anyway, that's another lesson. So we've done the Body Glide for that. Right, oh, another thing for your pack. Obviously, current times we're in, hand gel. Really important. Alcohol rub, really important. Wetsuits. Any tears in your wetsuit, really repairable. I did a lady's recently with this stuff. Black Witch, really, really good. Kind of wetsuit, glue for wetsuits. So it's really good for patching up holes. Can be got on any kind of Amazon or eBay, wherever you want, or Craigslist for like a couple of pounds. Really, really good. Always nice to know the temperature when you're out there for a bit of kudos. See how cold you can go. Rubber ducky, pop him in, bit of fun. What else is on my table? I've done tea, but that's generally it for equipment. Like I said, wetsuits, gloves, boots, and obviously we've got one thing: your cosy. Don't forget your cosy. Really important. Make sure it's comfortable. Make sure it doesn't. Sea swimming and open water swimming is very different to pool swimming. So make sure it's because we have waves and can be big and wavy. So make sure it's snugly fitting. You don't want anything popping out anywhere, guys and girls. So really important. So that pretty much is the equipment side of things. And if you've got any questions on the goggles or the suit or the or any of the equipment really, then just message me and I'll be happy to get back to you. Okay, more equipment. So I did forget a poncho towel. Really, when you're getting out and it's super cold outside, really tricky to get changed quickly and discreetly. So these poncho towels are really great. You can just throw this on your top, sit your shoulders off your cosy, away you go. It's really important to get those wet clothes off sharpish when you get out of the water. Don't hang around. Poncho towel, best thing I've ever bought or added to my kit. And obviously a bigger, slightly bigger investment would be some sort of big furry coat. Call them a dry coat, a dry robe, whatever you want to call them. Really good investment, but not necessary. As long as you've got a nice big coat to put on, you don't need one of these. But it's I've just over the years I've just added to my kit and makes some of my swimming experience a little bit more pleasurable. But I will reiterate that it's a really cheap sport to be involved in. You know, you literally can just rock up with your hat, goggles, cosy and a towel. So it's open to everyone, which is what I love, which is why I get to see so many wonderful people over so many demographics of society, from young to old. It's great, I love that. So, right, that's equipment. Okay, when to go swimming? Down here, in lots of areas in the UK, we have big tidal ranges, okay, which can be really dangerous if you do it wrong. Here at a low tide, we can walk out into the middle of the estuary about a mile. Definitely not recommended. Definitely can get unstuck. I know the RNLI guys and the Coast Guard have rescued many people who have foolishly just walked out into the middle and not understood where they are, what they should be doing. So definitely not recommended. Stay on the beach and swim on the beach. We don't want any of those rescues. We don't want to put in other lives at risk. Okay. So, okay, time and tides. So down here we have groins, we have markers, green hats we call them, that signify barriers and obstacles along the beach. It's basically to stop erosion of our beaches. However, these are timber structures that on a high tide are invisible. So at the end of these structures are a tool. I did have a kind of a picture of this, but I don't know what I've done with that. But yeah, you can imagine a pole with a green hat on it at the end. It signifies an obstacle. Anyway, so when we're swimming down here on our beach, we never swim directly out, okay? The water's just the same inshore as it is right in the middle. So we never swim directly out, okay? Always stay within kind of arm's reach of the beach. We just swim along the beach, okay? Not out. Parallel, not out, okay? And outside of the green hats as well, outside of the obstacles, just outside, parallel along the beach. Now, which way to go and when to go? Okay, really important. Obviously, we can only go when there's water there, but we are really governed by our times and tides down here. And that brings me to my next thing. My Bible is my timetable book. I live and breathe by this book, okay? This tells me every single time tide for the next 365 days, and that is my life. You can purchase one of these on Amazon or somewhere, or some great tide apps on your phone. All those things are available these days. So that's my life. So when to go? So generally, the tide comes along our beach and goes back again. Okay, it doesn't generally come in and out. It comes along and then goes back. So with swimming, we would generally go about an hour before high tide. Okay, so the tide's coming in, we'll go an hour before, and always swim against the tide as it's coming in, because it gives you some recovery time. You can turn around and then come back to your exit point with the tide. So that's always quite nice. And obviously, if you can't make it for before tide, high tide, if you can go after high tide, then again swim against the outgoing tide. Okay, turn around and come back with the tide. So really important. Never swim out, always swim along the beach, and always swim kind of within arm's reach of it. We don't need to be all out in the middle. That's really not necessary. Okay, so time and tides and hats, when to swim, how to get in, and slow and steady. So like I said, with all the swimming down here on the beach, it's about being sensible, it's about being slow and steady. We're not kind of winning any races, you know, exiting too quickly, you can hurt yourself. Coming out, you know, you've got to be aware of all your surroundings and other people. So basically, I think that is covering it. What I will do, I did have some questions. Let me see if I've got some questions I think that I can cover now. Let me have a quick look. I've got so many devices in front of me, I don't know whether I'm coming or going. Let's have a look at some comments. So, I have some comments. There we go. So, yeah, so let's hear from Joanne. Yeah, Kieran. Hi, Kieran. Thanks for checking in, all the way from Dubai. Looking forward to swimming with you soon. 35 degrees it gets up to in Dubai sometimes. Let's have some more questions. Sorry. Joanne, I've got a poncho just before lockdown. Highly recommend. Lovely. How much are the sealed swim bags? Marion has asked me. The sealed swimming bags, Marion. Literally. So the sealed swimming bags are... They can range from about £35 downwards, really. You get a really big one, but like I said, not a great deal of money. And not only is it good for visibility, it's good for you putting your phone, your car keys. You don't actually have to leave any valuables on the beach, you know, so you can be comfortably swim away, knowing you've got everything important with you. And I've never had one leak on me yet, to be honest. It's all about doing them up properly. You can get phone bags. For your phones as well, if you want extra security for your phone. I don't have mine at the moment because I lent that to someone this morning. Getting that back off you later, you know who you are. But yeah, so not a great deal of money. £30 will get you a nice bag. I recommend the Swim Secure ones. I've been using those for a number of years now, and like I said, they've never let me down. So I can put a link to those on this afterwards. Any more questions? So this is from Bev Watson Turner. Hi Bev, thanks for tuning in. Do you need to be a really strong swimmer already before trying out the open water? Right, well, that's an interesting one. Do you need to be a strong swimmer? Yes, you do. I think a strong and competent swimmer, I would definitely say so. I have been teaching lots of individuals who are not so strong swimmers. You know, I don't ever take anyone out who is not capable of swimming, and I have them swimming in the pool. They have to be strong swimmer. It's big, it's scary, it's tidal, it's cold. Yes, I recommend you need to be a strong swimmer to go and swim in the sea. Okay, but thanks for that question. What's this? This is Joanne Rendell. Hi Joanne, thanks for tuning in. Any tips for freezer burn, Matt? Freezer burn. Not too sure what freezer burn is, Joanne. So I'm sorry, I'll come back to that one. Maybe you could reiterate. Maybe you could just ask exactly what it was. Joe Croton, where would you recommend swimming on the Old Lee to Southend beachfront? Well, Joe, I do a lot of my swimming with the team. We swim a lot down at the at Chalkwell Beach, which is a great spot. Nice, soft, steady incline into the sea, so it's a nice, safe area. Plenty of other people down there, and yeah, that's where in the summer I'll be doing a lot of swimming. So thank you for that message, Joe. Who else we got here? Let's have a look. Thanks, Matt. No problem. What was the neck gel called? James Benjamin. James, yeah. Thanks for tuning in, James. What was the neck gel called, please? The neck gel is called Body Glide. There we are. Found it. Body Glide. It's comes in two different colours, pink and blue. So yeah, Body Glide. It's not a gel. It's more of a roll on. Kind of, if you get to see that, Joe, more of a roll on. But yeah, it's good stuff. But again, like I said, that neck is all in the stroke. So come see me if you want some lessons. Craig, do you sell merchandise? Craig, yes, of course I do. And I'll send you something over later. Let's have a look. And we're swimming soon as well. Hoping to be brave enough to start swimming this year. Fee Angus, hi Fee, thanks for tuning in. Great info, hoping to be brave enough to start swimming in the sea this year. Great Fee. I mean, I'm not too sure where you're tuning from, Fee, but if you're local, hit me up and we'll go for a swim. If you're not, find your local group. There'll be someone, have a look on Facebook for your local group. There'll be someone who I'm sure, it could be a local coach to you, or message me directly and I'll find your local coach to you, because I've got a big network of coaches throughout the UK. So I'll be happy to put you in touch with someone who will take you for a swim. Thank you, Fee. Natalie, Mary Clark. Hi Natalie, question from you. How do you stop your goggles from fogging up? How do I stop? Oh, you know what, Natalie? You're right, I had my, Natalie, I had my spray, which has seems to have gone missing in action. A visor spray, again, very reasonably priced off of Amazon or eBay. It's like £3. Just type in visor spray. It's what a lot of motorcyclists wear for their visors. Really good stuff, and it's a small pot, but I can't find it. I don't know what I've done with that, so I'll probably, the visor spray. So type that into Google and you'll find it. It's only a few pounds and well worth an investment. So, yes. Okay, let's have a look. Where else are we? Justin, you're off to the... Justin Whittle, thanks mate, off to the beach now. Justin, have a safe swim down in Mimizan Plage. I hope to be down there to see you on the west coast of France this year for a surf. Lovely. Let's have a look. Any more questions? Lots of questions. Crikey. If I can't get back to all you guys, then... Lisa Selby. Hi Lisa, thanks for checking in. Thanks for your support. Hi Matt. The goggles, polarised ones, you recommend, are they okay for the pool too? Lisa, perfectly fine for the pool, honestly. I had a clear set for the pool, a clear Zogs pair that I couldn't find now. I think they're in the van. But yeah, the polarised ones, I wear the polarised ones in the pool. They're perfectly fine. Not a problem at all. So yeah, that's not a problem. Tony Turner, hi Tony, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in. When is the optimum tide time to swim for a novice? Well, so before, like I said, always before high tide, Tony. If you're a novice, as long as you're a competent swimmer and a strong swimmer, Tony, then you can go an hour before high tide. Swim against the tide, turn around and come back with it. But only if you're a competent, strong swimmer, Tony. So yeah, that would be my recommendation. Any more? Okay. Claire, great tip, Claire. Okay, so Claire, my lovely friend Claire on the south coast. I have a poncho from 2 towels sewn together. Fabulous. You know what, Claire? I need a pocket on the front of mine. So can you put a pocket on the front? If I bring mine down to you, can you put a pocket on for me? Thank you. Was there a general tip for a freezer burn at the back of the neck and cold? I missed the first 5 minutes. Oh, freezer burn. Oh, okay, freezer burn. So this is from Brian Matthews. Hi, Brian. Thanks for checking in. Oh, guys, could you all, whoever's watching at the moment and is still interested, could you send a few hearts and share this to some of your groups, please, just to kind of spread the message of safety for open water swimming. So some share buttons, share to all your groups, and some likes. That would be amazing. And I'll see those coming up here. Let's share this as much as we possibly can. Thank you. Brian, excellent. Was there a general tip for freezer burn up the back of the neck in cold water acclimatisation? I missed the first 5 minutes. Well, cold water freezer burn. No. You've just got to get on with it, Brian, basically. It's about managing your acclimatisation, doing it more and more and more, and it's become second nature, to be perfectly honest, Brian. This is my 4th season of cold water swimming and ice swimming now, and yeah, it's just, it never gets easier, but you just get used to it, and it's just part and parcel of you know, what you want to do. So, yes, thank you for that message. Here we go, any more? So yeah, let's see some shares, please, guys. That'd be great. Have you got to swim? Marion, again, have you got to swim front crawl? You haven't got to swim front crawl, Marion. No, it's not a prerequisite for swimming in the sea. Many people are heads-up breaststrokers. It's about being out there, enjoying the open water in a safe way, whether it's front crawl, whether it's backstroke, whether it's breaststroke, or whether it's just having a paddle up to your knees. Just being out there in Mother Nature. So no, nothing to worry about when it comes to whether you do heads up breaststroke. What else? I think, yeah, we've got lots and lots of questions here. Freezer burn, when do you recommend swimming on Audley beachfront? Surrender, could you please take Bridget? I'm happy to watch. There we go. Let's have one more question. Let's have, where are we? One more, and then thank you, Matt. Have you got to swim front crawl? Oh, Steve Ray. Hi, Steve. Thanks for checking in. Hi, Matt. What earplugs would you recommend, please? Oh, Steve, that's a really good question. I don't personally wear earplugs, so I'm no good at recommending them. Let me do some research. I can, if you want to message me directly, because I know a couple of the, I know two of the guys who swim with me do wear earplugs, so I can ask what they wear, and they're really happy with theirs. But I don't personally wear earplugs, so I can't really answer that. So, great advice, Elisa. Still considering, Lisa, Elisa Hall, you are swimming with me this year without fail, no questions. Okay, I will see you. Paula, question: what is your favourite thing about open water swimming, Matt? Oh, what is my favourite thing about open water swimming? Oh, Paula, that is a really, really tricky one. What is my favourite thing about open water swimming? All you lovely folk, the team, the camaraderie, the banter, the shared experience. That is my biggest love of open water swimming. I love getting people out there. That's what I'm all about in a safe way. Come on, it's amazing, we're going. And Paula, you're one of those people. I've been with your journey from day one, and you love it out there now. And that's what I do. I just love encouraging. I want people out there, more people out there swimming, because I love it, you know, with a passion. So it's that's it. The team play, teamwork, the shared experiences. You can't beat it, as far as I'm concerned. So thank you for that question, Paula. Erna, tuning in from Scandinavia somewhere, Erna, I believe, because you've been messaging me this week. I'm sorry I didn't get back to you. Do you have any specific breathing techniques when you're going in the ocean? Breathing techniques. So I swim front crawl. So my breathing technique, like I said, if you're going in, you've got to get that breathing under control first before you're going anywhere. Whether it's breaststroke or whether it's front crawl, you've got to be under control and comfortable. So I breathe front crawl. I breathe bilaterally. So that's every 3. So I breathe to my left and to my right, and yeah, that's my breathing techniques. And like I said, it's about slow and steady, relax, relax, relax. You can't beast your way through the open water. You have to kind of feel it. You have to become part of it. It has to be part of you. It's living and breathing that water around you, and that is how you just go through relaxed. But thank you for that question. Iceland, you're tuning from Iceland, so not Scandinavia after all, a bit further north. Hope you're well up there, and thank you for your comment. Speedo earplugs. Lisa's just confirmed. So Lisa is one of my swimmers, amazing swimmer, an amazing friend. She confirmed she wears Speedo earplugs for whoever was asking about the earplugs earlier. I think that was you, Steve, wasn't it? Yeah, so Speedo earplugs. What else we got here? Breathing techniques. What breathing techniques do I do before breathing? Before swimming, when getting breathing under control. Before swimming, breathing under control. So the tension, the apprehension, the anxiety of breathing. Well, that's all in my mind, Erna. That's how, I've been swimming out there for a few years now, and it's game face. It's on. We're going for a swim, and it's just, you kind of enter, for me, I enter it's kind of like a dreamlike state before I enter. Everything else is blocked off around me. Nothing is going on. It's just me and what I'm doing, and it's just focus. I put my body through things out there that my mind certainly doesn't want me to do, but it's all about self-control, it's all about mindset, it's all about motivation, and it's game face, focus, relax, get your breathing going, and you're on, and you're committed. It's just about commitment. There's no hesitation, ever. Okay, so there you go. Thank you for that message. Okay, oh Dave, thanks Dave. So you wear soft rubber Christmas tree shaped earplugs, are great. Good handles for taking them out with cold hands. eBay 4 pairs for $5. So great, thank you for Dave. Thank Dave. So for whoever was asking that question earlier, Christmas tree shaped earplugs. Keep those likes up, please, guys, and keep sharing this live, just so I can get some more people on. It kind of spreads the message of safety across the platforms. That's really exciting. Right, okay, so any more messages? Yeah, here we go. There we go. So yeah, okay, so let's wind that up now, because there's about a million questions on there and I don't want everyone to start getting bored. So that's me, that's some safety, what's going on at the moment. Any more questions, then I'm always available. Message me directly. I always have private messaging going on, and I'm always happy to answer any questions outside of this session. So that's not a problem. Hit me up on Instagram as well, the Open Water Swimming Coach. I'll leave a note for that on the bottom of this live. Be great to hear you over there. Obviously on Facebook, Matt Hawkes. I'm also on Facebook as the Open Water Swimming Coach as well. It'd be great to see you on over there. I've got lots of different content and lots of different stuff going on this year. But no, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for those who took the time and those who've been supporting me throughout my kind of journey, and appreciate your time tuning in today. So yes, plenty of love, plenty of likes, plenty of hugs, cares, heart emojis, or whatever it is that we're doing at the moment. That'd be great. Safe swimming, everyone out there. And if I've forgotten to mention your message, then I'll try to reply to you all later. But yeah, safe swimming. It is dangerous. We just want to do it safely. So hopefully some advice from today will help you do that. So again, have a great day, and I will see you all soon. Thank you. Bye.